Okay. Just checking to see that nothing is totally screwed up. Is totally screwed up. Okay. All right. So, another week, another episode of Drezen Draws Double D. I'm your host, Rich Drezen. And yeah. I'm not exactly all that verbose tonight, but, I had an opening line, I just can't remember what the hell it was. So, that said, let me just switch to the thing with the things on it that is things. And dead air. Oh yeah, well, you know what? What the hey? I'll just go for this right now. Tonight's Drezen Draws theme is about birds, because I got crumbs all over my mouth. Because birds fly and stuff, and birds are also really creepy. So, I mean, I have some traumatizing bird stories, but I'm not that interesting. They're not really all that interesting. So, what I would like you people to do is call this number on the screen, and tell me your traumatizing bird stories. That's right there. Right there. Oh, that's actually right here. 516-515-0770. And if you send me the bill for making this call, I will hurt you. So, without further ado, I mean, you can still, of course, join in the comments on this video if you so choose to. I would hope you do. But for now, we're going to get started with our first Drezen draw of the evening, which is Zazu from The Lion King. So, hi, Diane. Diane, if you have traumatizing bird stories that you would like to tell, don't be too embarrassed. There is... Oh, wait a minute. That's right. I forgot to change the thing. Call in and discuss. Our line is open. I am doing so well, and I hope you and Brian and my buddy Lily and Stymie are doing very well too. So, that said, on with the drawing. Hello. Zach, I'm sure you have plenty of traumatizing bird stories. See that number on screen? Call it and tell us why you're afraid of birds. Tell us why you love birds, and we might give you the bird. Yeah. Oh. That's kind of hilarious, actually. Well, I was attacked by a goose once. bastard didn't get very far. But, you know how it is. Anyone know what kind of bird or whatever Zazu is? Okay, you're on Drezen Draws. Whoop.
Hello.
Hi. So, tell us. Hi. Let me just pause the music for a second. So, tell us in detail your traumatizing bird story.
I was once attacked by a chicken when I was at summer camp.
Was it? Oh, you said it was a rooster. How did it become a chicken all of a sudden?
It was a rooster, sorry.
Oh, okay. It was a rooster. Yeah, I guess it was a matter of opinion. You know, what came first, the chicken or the egg? In this case, you know, I mean, I guess there was a rooster first because, well, we wanted to go into that because this is a family show, but you kind of get the idea, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, anyways, any other traumatizing bird stories that you would like to share?
No, I think that was pretty much it. The only thing that came close was a bird pooped on my head when I was at school once. I was just on the playground and bird just pooped on my head.
Oh yeah. What was it? Spring of about 1996. I was at Burns Park with my dad and my sister. I think my sister had a baseball game, and I got out of the car. I had my winter coat on with the Knicks logo and everything. I had the hood up, and I was about to put my hood down, and then my dad or my mom or whoever else was with us was like, "Oh, don't pull your head, don't pull your hood down." And so I did it anyway, and next thing I know, I got all this bird crap in my hand. So, yeah, it's amazing. You know, sometimes it is best to listen to your mother. You never know what she's going to say. So,
yeah.
And when it's really going to count. So, I'm going to clear the line and keep some more calls coming in, but thank you for calling in.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay, let's get the music back. Anyone else that wants to call in? I was once goosed by an actual goose. There was a term back in my grandmother's time where goosing actually meant, you were being hit on. Zazu is coming out a little zazzled, as it were. And anyone name the famous British actor who voiced Zazu? If you can, you win absolutely nothing because I'm poor. There's got to be a way to auto-scroll the comments because this is killing me now. I need a co-host. Anyone want to work for free and be a co-host on Drezen Draws, sign up now at drezenmedia.com. And if anyone wants to give the morning report, you'll have to wait till morning. That's for those of you who have seen that deleted scene from The Lion King. I have it on DVD, I just never watched it because I don't really find deleted scenes to be all that interesting, quite honestly. Except for this one scene in Bruce Almighty where what's his face, Steve Carell's character gets lit on fire after having a monsoon of a nosebleed. I don't know what nosebleed gags seem to make me laugh the hardest. I don't know why. I can't explain it. It's just I don't know. Should we turn up the music and piss off my landlords? I don't know. Yes, it was Mr. Bean. I used to watch Mr. Bean all the time. All the time. When it was on really, really, really late at night on Channel 21. And WLIW 21 still shows British TV shows. Which is kind of cool. You know, there is a point in preserving public television. Public television is good. Well, most of the time, anyway. Okay, so I think we're ready to start inking Zazu. Anyone else want to join in on the discussion of traumatizing bird experiences? Call in, and the number one rule here, don't be boring. Jazz it up a little bit if you think it's going to make it even more interesting. Personally, I don't care. Oh, and also don't curse too much. It is my job to curse. That is if I want to curse and make this not a family show. But that would be my decision and nobody else's. Now, because my girlfriend is a huge fan of The Lion King, we are naturally going to see Jon Favreau's version, aka the live-action version, which technically is an animated movie. It's just all like CG and stuff. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna go see it. We saw the new Aladdin, and I liked most of it. There were parts of it where I wasn't crazy about it. Princess Jasmine has a new song, and I think it alone is worth the price of admission. It's called Speechless. It's great. I mean, if you can find it on YouTube, I mean, watch it there. That to me was like the best part of the movie. And Disney could probably sue me for saying that because, well, you know, Disney. Hi, Ben. No. Nothing important. This is tricky, right here. Anyone else? Traumatizing bird experiences. Yabba dabba, destroy us all. I'm not sure what that's referring to. Wait a minute, what happened to my comments? My comments exploded! Oh, this is dumb. I gotta fix the comments, people. This is a little... Yeah, I remember the show. It wasn't really that great. Wasn't really anything special, but that's just me. I'm a bit more cynical in my older age, as it were. Wah! I'm double talking. Why am I doing that? Nah, the audience is fine. They're still here. It's just Google Chrome is stupid. I'm gonna have to change this music in a second, because this is just... This is freaking me out. Bird watching, this is called. Alright, that's a little better. Better call the Avengers. Yeah, I better. I better. And special note with regards to Avengers, you know, at this point, better see the movie. Okay, just want to... Thanos destroyed Google. I mean, maybe. I'm changing this song too. There we go. That's better. And Diana's back again.
Yay.
I gotta get somebody else to monitor the comments when they come in. Anyways,
I gotta stick to what I know. And what I know is drawing.
I honestly can't. I can't wait to be done with this drawing. I mean, I love you, Zazu, but I set this up, I think, a little weird. But you know what? It's all good. Almost done with it. Nobody cares. I mean, I'm sure some people care. It's just, you know. I don't know. Drawing Disney characters is a workout. I recommend it from time to time. Because, I mean, you really gotta push yourself sometimes, and I do it probably more than I should. But I've noticed that I'm kind of getting better at what I do by challenging myself to draw things.
Hey.
By challenging myself to draw things that I would never normally draw. And that's why I created Drezen Draws in the first place. The very first thing that I ever drew on Drezen Draws was a Mighty Mouse character study. I'm very proud of it, even though it kind of looks like trash by today's standards. 7 people watching. That's kind of cool. I'm not used to having this many eyes on my work all at the same time. Actually, that's a lie. There was a time where I drew a Lucky Zilla comic strip that was seen by around 100,000 people.
Hi, Chris.
So, Chris, if you have a traumatizing bird experience that you would like to call in and tell us about, the number's right there on your screen. Area code 516-515-0770. Tell us what you like about birds, what you hate about birds. I mean, don't give us some boring thing about how a bird, like, crapped on your car once, because that's always happened. That's happened to everybody. Or just, you know, join in the comments instead, and, you know, as I finish up with Zazu here. I think one of the principal animators on the character of Zazu in the original Lion King film is a guy by the name of Ruben Aquino. I'm trying to remember what other characters he animated, because he animated like tons of different characters. I don't like that below. I keep thinking somebody's calling in, and nobody's calling in. I mean, quite honestly, I'm not that lonely, and I really do not need the company right now. But, you know, every now and again. Why not? The last time we had a call-in posted, nobody called into the show, which I was very surprised about. You know, you would think, you're like, hey, call into the show, and then nobody friggin' calls in. That was on our 50th episode, which you can find on our YouTube channel, and it's also here on Facebook. You just gotta dig for it. It's there. It's not like it's not. It's not like we're hiding it. I mean, I do have to say that, beyond any shadow of a doubt, that's probably my favorite episode. It's the 50th episode. Towards the end of it, I mean, me and my co-hosts were goofing around like crazy. It was wonderful. So I'm gonna mute the second mic, which is the phone line, because I just realized there's probably a lot of feedback coming in. And you know what else? I think I should add another toe to Zazu. Alright. Zazu here is looking pretty good. Let's just see. Did I miss a few spots? Of course I did. But that's okay. That's why I'm bringing them up here for further inspection. Oh, this actually came out a little better than I expected. I was expecting it to suck! But that's why, you know, this proves you can never really get anywhere by being too hard on yourself. I'm gonna redo my signature. Look at me, being all hoity-toity. I'm gonna let you all feast your eyes on that for just a sec. Anyone know where Kelly Gordon is? Somebody wake up Kelly Gordon. Tell him he's supposed to be on here. Tell him I'm pulling an all-nighter. Yeah, that would be funny. That would be really funny. Thanks, Robert Lopez. Rob, if you have a traumatizing story about birds, you are welcome to call the number on your screen and tell us about it. And by us, I mean me, because I'm the only one doing everything around here right now. It doesn't matter how embarrassing. In fact, the more embarrassing, the better, because, you know, I mean, sometimes it's fun to act a fool and everything, and other times it's best to keep your mouth shut and, you know, hope that nobody discovers your shortcomings and starts laughing at you about it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna draw a big bird. And I'm gonna change this stupid music right now. I mean, Jesus. Going up to the top. Let's browse a little bit. Alright, let's see. Children. Rock. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I don't have a bad story about birds. I love birds, especially fried. Baked is also good. Yeah, I can concur with that. As I turn the music back up because I realized, holy never a dull moment. Never a dull moment here. Yeah. Baked or fried. What about broiled? I'm not gonna change the call-in topic, but oh yeah, that's right. We need to get a reference for Big Bird. Okay. That's funny. If you look at a picture of Big Bird online and you study him really closely, his body kind of looks like an eggplant or a pineapple. You know, I think, I mean, it's too late for it now. I mean, I'm even thinking, at some point, maybe just for Prince, or whenever Rocky Horror hits, like, its 50th anniversary or 45th anniversary, I'm going to do a limited edition print run of Big Bird dressed as Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror. I think that would be so dope. You know, I think I'm gonna have Bird flying a kite. There we go. Sounds good, Robert L. Lopez. See you next time around. There will not be a show next week, but the following week. Our schedule is kind of all over the place, but that's kind of the way I like it because I do other things. But enjoy the rest of your night. I hope all is well. God, I need, like... Totally, man. You have a great weekend as well. Alright, there we go. Gotta fix that up because I don't want Bird to look high, you know? Okay. Bird, bird, bird is the word. I am drawing on a Wacom Cintiq 22 HD. It's 5 years old, so I would say within like the next year, 2 years, I'm gonna be making an upgrade to whatever they have out by then, because you know how it goes with hardware and software. They're always coming out with something new, like next year or the year after. Or who knows, maybe I'll be fortunate enough to keep this thing around until I'm 40, and that will be one of the gifts that that I request for my 40th birthday from whoever. Yeah, I mean, it's a great tablet. I also have the Mobile Studio Pro, which over the last year has more than lived up to its worth. And I also I'm proud to say that I finished paying it off this past month rather, and I'm really happy about that. But I mean, why wouldn't anyone be happy about that? I mean, it's like, come on, these things cost, like $1,000 and up. A lot of friggin' money. And the first few months that I had it, I was not impressed with how bad the pen detection was. But with a little trial and error and a great deal of help from Ian Sayers of Giant Training in Ireland, who also does a lot of work with Wacom and Adobe, I was able to get to where I needed to be with the tablet finally. Those of you who aren't in the Wacom tablet group, and you use Wacom or are thinking about I highly recommend joining it. Doug Pendleton, nice to see you again. Shouldn't the kite string be on the cross of the kite? You might be right about that. What the heck? I don't know. For right now, it's... it's here. I don't know. I was originally gonna, just throw all caution to the wind and draw Big Bird in costume as Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show. It does look like a weird balloon, I guess. Yeah, it's coming along. I used to draw Big Bird a lot when I was like 4. Because he was my favorite character on Sesame Street. I know Carol Spinney, who was Big Bird forever, just retired, and I know some people on Sesame Street, and I don't know if I should say this publicly, but Matt Vogel really has big shoes to fill in the Big Bird role, and I don't know. But the same was true about Brett Iwan. I mean, the first time I heard Brett Iwan as Mickey Mouse, I was like, wow, this is who they got? But the same was true when I heard Jimmy McDonald's early Mickey Mouse recordings. I'm like, wow. You think back to that time, and I mean, boy, did that dude have immense shoes to fill. I mean, in the case of Big Bird, I mean, those are colossal, both literally and figuratively, shoes to fill. Let's be real here. This is Big Bird we're talking about, not some stock boy in a supermarket. This is an icon of television for 50 years. I mean, it's like if you're gonna F up Big Bird, you're gonna F him up in a big way. You can't F up Big Bird. I mean, are we really almost done here? That seems impossible, man. I'm not trying to toot my own horn and say I'm like the greatest, like I'm the Muhammad Ali of drawing comics and cartoon characters, but I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised at how smoothly this episode seemed to go, despite me trying to take calls earlier, and I muted the music a little too much, and then didn't realize that the music was muted so much until a half hour later. So, go me. want any vocals. Reconnection successful. Oh, goody. Am I not live anymore? Damn. Okay, I am live. This thing is just being stupid. Yep, pretty much. This music sounds very similar to something that I hear on the radio every day. Hope I'm not gonna get a copyright strike, Epidemic Sound. I better not. Yeah, a tablet is a nice thing to have. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's hugely expensive. But, oh. His beak is supposed to be... the same color as his feathers. I done goofed. Tablet is a nice thing to have. Because, I mean, it's like you draw it on screen and you don't have to scan it afterwards. You just save it and upload it to wherever. We'll make the kite a light blue. Nah. Now we're gonna make it a red kite. Yes, this is Adobe Illustrator. I've been drawing in Vector pretty actively since late 2016 because I discovered this thing called the blob brush tool. And this was something that a friend of mine was supposed to remind me about but didn't, and I'm not surprised. So the way that you use the blob brush is like similar to any other brush tool, but it functions more like the regular brush tool in Photoshop, which I like because you got the pressure sensitivity and you can see your strokes in real time. So just to give you further example, also you can adjust the fidelity, make it smoother or more accurate, the size that you want. Base it on pressure so that this way, you get the results that you want. Obviously bring it up and, change the variation depending on what you're trying to get out of the drawing. And also bring up the tip feel. If you're looking to get a much more defined stroke. I mean, for me personally, I tend to keep it at just a little below the max. Because keep it too low and it's just and that's regardless of whatever your brush settings are. I'm just kind of winging it here. Winging. Oh, I made a bird pun. Deal with it. This episode's almost over. I'm just kind of making stuff up now. I can get rid of this this Big Bird reference because I don't really need it anymore. Alright, sounds good, Dane. See you next time. Alright. Alright, and that'll do it for the music. We're about there. I kind of want to go fly a kite now. Yeah. But here we are, folks. Yep. Big bird. Now we're going to adjust the screen for the next episode. Oh, hell. There we go. I think that'll be good for the next episode. So, oh yeah, very, very important. I am booking birthday parties and corporate events. For more information and or details, and to reserve, yeah, that's how it is. That's how it's... For more information and or to reserve, message us or visit DrezenMedia.com. Also, we got a board game out. Finally, at long last, LuckyZilla the game. Now available on LuckyZilla.com. So, good night? Good night.
Bye-bye.